Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're here with another episode of Hearts of Iron 4, Fascist America. And where we last left off, we got Mexico in our, in our faction. So, yeah, let's take a moment while we tick away on speed too, because time is not really of the essence at the moment. Well, before anything else, we should get started on justifying a war goal against Panama. Yes. And that will be, that'll be conquered for, that's... don't know why I'm having problems with the words. That'll be American territory. In fact, let's get the 1st Marine Corps over there right away, and then the 2nd Marine Corps can actually start planning a naval invasion. Like so, and... Yes, that's good, thank you. I need this to do a convoy right around here. Whoops. Let's left or right click on that. And then that should be enough coverage to actually launch the invasion. Excellent. That's only going to take 35 days to plan. Look at that. So in my mind, there's 2 ways to go about building an empire. One, you can go off and conquer it yourself and make this obviously American territory. Or you can go and put them in your faction. And I like the faction idea, especially for larger countries. Like, if you cast your mind back to the 1940s, if America had gone fascist and had invaded Mexico, holding Mexico would have been insane. Like, the police action that would have been going on, it would have been mind-boggling. And so, while I understand in the game, if you take something in a peace treaty, then you don't have to worry about garrisoning it. Okay, that's fine. But that's crazy. It's not accurate, I don't think. So, plus, from just from the perspective of me running an empire, I would rather have a whole bunch of client states than a whole bunch of nations that were once a nation that are now mine, being run by me and being occupied and all that other stuff. Secondly, I freaking am not a micromanagement fan, so the fact that I don't have to worry about building up what would be the equivalent of the Mexican industry and military, especially now that we wiped it out, basically, yeah, I'm fine. Let the AI handle that. Same with Canada, and the same thing in South America. Now, we're not going to keep every South American nation. No. But we're going to pick a few. Like, if we take a look at... what do we got over here? Gain a puppet focus against Chile. So, once we make Chile fascist... I was going to say it looks like they already are, but no. We were looking at America. We'll make Chile fascist. Might as well give them Argentina. Divvy things up. Venezuela, yeah, they can take Colombia. I think we'll take this. And that's pretty much it. But just a little enclave of the former European colonies. That'll go to America. Everything else, we'll divvy it up between who likes us. And, obviously, who doesn't. So, that's the plan. That way, then, the American League of Fascists, my faction, will be strong enough to go after the Allies, strong enough to go after the Axis, strong enough to go after the Comintern, strong enough to go after basically whichever side wins World War II. So we'll see what the future holds and who we're going to wind up fighting, but yeah, that's why I'm not conquering Mexico, because I don't want to deal with it. And I would prefer to have client states. Like I said before, like Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, those will all be Mexican. Belize here, that'll be Mexican. Like, we're not just changing governments. It's not regime change everywhere. It's regime change in a few select places that will become client states. So that's the plan. I mean, that's been the plan all along. So I don't know why that was such a discussion maker, but it was. Anyway, what else are we doing? We're training up the second armored. They could definitely use it. I guess we could train up the first armored too. Looking at it. And, yeah, we're going to be doing quite a bit of colonial well, not colonial adventuring, but like, you know, Central and South American adventuring. So, tanks aren't really going to be useful. We're going to build a few more of those armored armies, but, mainly we're looking at, you know, Marines and infantry fighting. Does it mean, like, I don't want to pull tanks through this, you know? Like, there's no... Let's send a freaking tank division through the Amazon jungle. It's crazy. Invading South America, it's not tank land. Invading Canada certainly is, especially the West. That's why we're going to be building up at least another, maybe two, full-on tank armies, because I think 4 tank armies going into Canada, what's Canada going to do, right? And as well as all the infantry we've got. But yeah, for now, for our empire building in South America, it's going to be mainly infantry and air support. So, that's good news. We have to build a lot of tanks, damn. What else? Our strategic bombers are coming, somewhat. Tactical bombers, are we really only there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a while. And then apparently it looks like I've gone a bit too crazy with my military factories, and we could definitely use quite a lot more in strategic bomber production. So what I might do, I might take some out of our tactical bombers and out of our fighters, and then we can fill those in as time, as is needed by time. Let's go ahead and kick it back up to speed 3. What are we researching? Some ships, some landing. We'll have to take a look at the aircraft when we're done support weapons and see what's going on there. Greece has joined the Allies, so it's got to be Italy there going for Roman Empire 2.0. What's going on with Yugoslavia? Allied with the Allies. They're actually holding well. Although I guess with all of this stuff going on, well, the war with the Soviets is going on. We can't really expect the Axis to be pushing all that hard. You would guess now, though, with Italy pushing for Greece, that they gotta have something up their sleeve, right? So we'll see what happens there. It certainly looks like the Germans are making good headway pushing east. I would imagine there's going to be winter coming, so we should, let me just see, who does this? Why, yeah, huh. I understand these less and less. So if we take a look at this, War Plan Red, if we wanted to pursue this, if we go step 1, then the UK will hate us. Step 2, the UK will hate us even more. And we get, I guess we're embargoing the Empire, so we won't be able to trade with anyone in there, which seems ridiculous. Then we have to become communist. Why? Why is being anti-imperialistic Communist. Sure, fine. I guess you could say communists were anti-imperialist, except for the fact that they built an empire. But why would fascist America not be allowed? I mean, other than the fact that we're building an empire, granted, but that seems dumb. So if we wanted to do the crusade against communism, that's an alliance with Germany. That's crazy. Crazy. Do we want to set off the civil wars? Who is that gonna... Brazil and Argentina. Oh, that's not good. Argentina's supposed to go to Chile. We might have to rethink things. Let's do tech first. So, check on our airplanes. 1944. Okay, so we are 2 years away from having to do anything there. That's fine. So then I'm leaning towards naval designs. That might not be a bad idea. The Montana class? Not yet. We are doing the destroyers. We're doing... well, not the submarines. Right, destroyers, light cruisers. Let's go submarines, because we are actually using those. And we will go with an escort focus here. There we go. Speaking of, how's our submarines looking? We got 17 there. No, come on. I can't. And how many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Ho ho ho! Alright. Create a new fleet. Just, we'll take the USS. USS. Only need 3 S's there. Take the barb out of that. And then we will create a new fleet. Oh, of course. They're all mixed in together. Alright. One. Are they all mixed in together? Yes. 1. There we go. So we'll take you guys and send you down here. You can assist with protecting that invasion. We can take... let's pause this. And we'll take the GAR out as well. Select the 16. And send them over there. And I mean, these two guys, you guys can just merge together. Come on, subs, where are you? Why aren't you moving? Come on. And there we go. There is a lovely, fresh, upgraded ass. Nothing beats it. What we'll do now is we'll send these guys over to Los Angeles. And we will also deploy all new submarines going to Los Angeles. And we will get the Pacific Submarine Squadron loaded up and upgraded as well. Excuse me. Well, that's looking pretty darn good. What are you complaining about here? I don't care about any of that. Strategic bombers coming along nicely. That's good. 600 of them. I would want to get that to 1,000, and I'm okay leaving these guys stationed in Cuba. We have more than enough manpower to handle it. So, there we go. We'll send over 200 more. Ooh, good. Researching the Fletcher class. Excellent. I guess... the battle cruisers? That might not be a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe we should take a look at... Oh no, we actually do have this stuff researched, eh? Okay, well we might as well go for a bit more. Or really, yeah, we should probably start working on our military thinking, strategy. Eventually we'll hit an enemy that we have to, you know, use strategy against. Coming along. And what else have we got? We have so many airfields, but no real air bases within range for things like fighters. Well, I guess I say that, and we've got freaking plenty of room for fighters in Panama. The only thing is, I doubt Panama has an air force. I don't think we necessarily need to worry about dropping 1,000 fighters there. Although it's not necessarily a bad idea. We'll see. Maybe some tactical bombers. Although again, like, I'm convinced with the Marines going that way and this way, like, we'll take Panama no problem. Midway class, I'm excited about that. We can start churning out proper capital ships now. We don't really have... That's 43, so almost. 42, yeah, we should probably work on these. And the rockets. We'll get to the rocketry soon. I guess we're doing nukes first, aren't we? We better be. I thought I was researching nuclear weapons. Or nuclear something or other. Maybe I never started that. Maybe I said that would be a good idea, and then never had a chance to act on that good idea. There's a potential there. That could definitely have happened. First and second armored coming along nicely. There's the Sherman tanks on the map now. Lovely. I think I want that first. Encryption, decryption, last level, that's got to be good to get. Yeah, I'm excited about new submarines. And I guess we could take these guys, send them home, and then get these 16 new submarines in. That'll be 36 submarines operating out there. That's pretty darn good. There's no doubt that Panama is preparing for war. Changes in economic policy make it plain to see that the Panamanian are not a people of peace, but rather waiting for the right opportunity to strike against us. We stand idly by and watch them arm themselves while free American empire is undefended? Or will we disarm this threat, for it grows beyond our power? The fact that I think currently, with the 1st Marine Corps here, we have way more men in this area than Panama does. I like it. Blatant aggression! There we go, Panama Squadron, excellent. Go back to search and destroy. Little sub-hunting adventures. I guess you're big enough, really, that we could do with giving you a Admiral, so why not Admiral King? The king of the submarines. With a little crown and... Oh. Good God. Sometimes I worry about the way my brain works. We got some more strategic bombers coming. I'm starting to feel like all of this infrastructure may have been a bad idea. So we could work around that. Right? Like, so we know that the places with bigger numbers need it, right? So, anyone with a 1, we probably... Oh, God, this is going to be... Okay, I'm going to be back when I get this sorted. See you guys in a bit. Alright, so there's still a ridiculous amount of infrastructure, but it's far reduced. That should come through much, much quicker. And then I've taken away all of the radar stations along the Mexican and Canadian border. Along the Mexican border, it's pretty useless now. And then along the Canadian border, we'll build that up later. We've got time. Our focus isn't on the Americas. No, it's on other places. Who determines the borders of a nation? That's right. We need to rally behind this cause. Really, we need those borders to expand. That makes sense. We want to make sure the Panama Canal is nicely protected. We can only do that if we're able to secure both sides of the canal and the production around it to keep it running. It's all very, very clear and not complicated in the slightest. Yay, Empire. It has taken a long time to get those B-24s built. But that's fine. That's as it should be. Truck production's fine. Oh, that's full up, so we would need to... Yeah, okay. We do have an awful lot of training points to spend. We just make sure everybody's where they should be. Oh? What's this? Train that unit. Oh, they'll get combat training, so it'll be fine. They'll get combat training too. We can look at maybe fleshing out our mechanized. So let's take a look at those guys. I mean, our motorized. So, what we can add here to give these guys a little extra punch would be some mechanized equipment. Excellent. Advanced radar. Lovely. Yeah. Yeah, let's get started on that. Right. Division designer. So we've got mechanized infantry in with our tanks. What I'm thinking of doing is adding in some mechanized infantry in with the motorized divisions to give them a bit more punch. Or conversely, what we can do is get these guys like sorted proper. So let's see, defense, much better defense, much better breakthrough, much better soft, much better heart attack. Not much difference in supply. Suppression's the same, organization is the same, hit points are higher. Yeah, I say we do that. And then I also say we get some support artillery and some engineers. Yeah, that seems like a good idea to me. Field hospital, that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a look at our infantry, see if there's anything we can do to help them out. Hold on a second. Okay, it is improved artillery, but I bet we could get better. I've been ignoring artillery for a while. I wonder if it would be a good idea to add some of these guys in. Like actual artillery units. Because that will help. Or what are we missing here? Recon? I don't think we need recon. But I'm tempted. I'm tempted to add some artillery to these guys. Because what does this do? Defense, breakthrough, like it does help a little bit. This is going to help an awful lot. Sure. Let's just add 1 unit, because I don't know what that's going to do to my production of artillery guns here. Yeah, because we had some in reserve. That's going to be huge. How's our mechanized, though? That's going to be a drain, too. But so is our tank. Like, we're nowhere near getting to the production capabilities that we need to be for a proper mechanized, motorized tank army. Which is fine. I mean, we'll get there quickly, but I'm thinking now maybe a second production line of mechanized would be good. I do want to get those producing, and those, so we are going to need some more military equipment. Maybe what I'll do is work through the production and like scatter some military factories in between all these so we get them built up somewhat sooner. That is going to be fiddly. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, there we go. So we got 1 military factory in between everything, basically. So that should help production of military units come along just fine. Theoretically, anyway. How's our new deployment of submarines? 6. Yes, we'll need many more than that. By the time those are ready, we'll be ready to produce all new ones. I think I'll leave Type 3s as a design and maybe not a production model. I don't know. I don't see myself producing a lot of submarines between now and 1944. So I think we'll just leave that as a design idea. Yeah, these guys are definitely going to be going through a lot of training. What with the mechanized units being added in, might as well go for convoy tactics. Knowing that we're going to wind up starting a civil war in Argentina and puppeting Brazil, it's got me wondering, you know? We should also... How long until we're ready to declare war on Panama anyway? This will be a very quick war. 4th of December, we're so close. Let's take the Gulf Fleet and set them down there. Sorry, the Caribbean Fleet. Send them down there and be happy with that. We can also start getting production of the new aircraft carriers coming along. So we can finally send... Where was it? These guys? Yeah. The Saratoga and the Lexington over to the Asiatic Fleet. And then what I might do is take the Wasp, the Hornet, and those 2 Yorktown class, the Yorktown and the Enterprise, and I might bring them over to the Caribbean Fleet and like aircraft carrier the shit out of that. Maybe pull the fighters and torpedo bombers off of those, put them on the midways, and then fill these guys up with close air support so that they can really start assisting with bombing of things. That's not a bad idea. We would have to research close air support. We could handle that. We can modify our government. There's starting to be like few things we can modify here. I don't think we need to worry about a war economy or conscription. We might want to play around with trade, but like, I don't think that really matters. I guess we could boost construction speed and research time, but whatever, we're doing fine. At this stage, none of this really matters. So, well, let's take a look at our research and what have we got left. I think it's mainly industry research. So, yeah, that's just a throwaway, though. We could use a chief of navy. Naval aviation would be good, because we are doing carriers, so that might not be a bad idea. So do we have anybody in here that would be good? Amphibious invasion speed, that's not bad. Naval air defense, close air support, infantry, just straight up infantry, that's good. Carriers, that's not a bad idea. Tactical bombing, strategic bombing, army lit. I think if we go like, well, no matter what, we're using a lot of tactical bombing. So let's get tactical bombing, right? That seems to make sense. And hold off on the industry choice for a little while longer to make it totally pointless. That's fine, I don't care. It's not much of a concern. So, if we wanted to swap over to close air support production, once we're done pulse code modulation, I'll take a look at that, because I have a feeling we're a little bit behind. But now that we're getting to a point where getting production like that isn't a concern, like it won't be a problem to have multiple aerial production lines, as is evident, like we're doing great, and we can easily do more. Yeah, I understand that we were sitting for a long time with just one factory on strategic bombing, but we fixed that. And we'll continue to fix it. You know, we're doing fine. It's just, it's a one thing. So it is a huge jump when you're used to playing little countries like Canada or like Hungary, you know, or even Italy to an extent, right? Compared to like the big nations, your production is just crazy. Like, look at this. Look at this. What was it? 110,000 infantry equipment? That's insane. And we're producing a lot per day already. But we still need more, and we're gonna need tons more. I guess we do have, like, a lot of that going into this. But we'll get it sorted. Yay! Okay, well, this is good. Let's go ahead and beat up Panama. So, declare war, conquer, call the allies, send. All right. So you see, look, like, I mean, look at that, right? Like, we got Venezuela in on this war. We got syndicalist Mexico on this war. We'll take a look at Mexico, and like they need all the help they can get. Now that we're at war, we can start giving them equipment, which is going to be pretty darn handy. So before we even, well, hold on. Let's do this right. Okay, let's send you on your invasion, because that's going to be important. And then we can just take you guys, like, there, done. Let's take a look at what we can send to Mexico. We share a border, so it should be pretty easy to start some lend-leasing here. We've got an absolute metric butt ton of rifles, and it looks like, you know, they're... What have they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 infantry divisions? They're going to need a bunch more military equipment for even just infantry, right? So one would imagine then that they don't have much in the way of like artillery production. I bet they don't have much in the way of artillery. Bet you they don't have much in the way of trucks. Their air force has to be pretty much non-existent. And oh, why couldn't I give them 36 Type 1 subs? Seriously, we need to be able to send naval units in a Lend-Lease, along with everything else. I don't know why it's excluded. It bothers me. Okay, well, let's start sending them, like, ridiculous amounts of war material. If we send them... Can I just... Whoops. Can't even type the right number. 5,000 rifles. Might as well send them a butt ton of that towed artillery that we're never going to use. And what else? We'll send that. That'll help them out. Then we can look at sending them airplanes. Yep. Good, I'm glad Mexico accepted the Lend-Lease. I would be concerned if they didn't. But that'll be good. Next month we can look at starting up another deal with them. We are getting in our boats here, right? What are you talking about? Wait. Why do I need... What? Oh my god. Why on earth would I need naval coverage on the Argentinian coast to send a naval invasion from Port-au-Prince to Panama? Okay, well, we don't need that. What we need, then, is to have you guys just show up here, and then we'll walk you across. That is ridiculous. Oh, hi. You want to fight? We'll send 3 divisions over there, leaving 7 here, and then we can smash into those guys quite quickly. Having fun, Panama Canal Force? You are just a regular infantry unit, right? I guess we could probably swap you over to garrisons. We'll wait until after the invasion is done, though. And, I don't know, do we want... I don't think we necessarily need too much in the way of a garrison force. We are training some, so we might be able to take along 4 of those units, maybe. We'll certainly swap those guys out if we do that. Okay. We don't need an expeditionary force. Thank you, though, Mexico. You can feel free to do whatever it is you do. Rocketry would probably be good. I want to get to jets relatively quickly, because why not? Jets are fun. Let's do that. And you see, like, I mean, we don't even need air support for the fighting we're doing. It is a bit... It's a bit one-sided, I will admit. Let's take you, go for the capital, and then that should be it for Panama. Lovely, and we'll finish off the country here. Oh, nothing beats a free couple of naval ports to throw into submarine production. I'm not going to say no to that. Oh, right, okay. Take everything. And turn done. There we go. So, that's Panama set. We should... Yeah, we'll leave one Marine group here in Panama proper. And What's your naval base like? 4, 3. Okay, well at least it's bigger. You guys can go home now. And you guys can return to port as well. I don't know why that's red. I mean, yes, I want the current mission to be deactivated. Good. Okay, so with Panama secured, then yeah, we're just gonna have to take care of all this, mainly for Mexico. I don't know if we want Costa Rica. Probably not. I guess I should take a look at like what everybody is producing. Resources. So let's see. What have you got? Chromium in Costa Rica. That is pretty good. We got some oil there. Chromium, 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 chromium. Well, then we'll just trade with Mexico for chromium. Venezuela's got all the oil. We'll have them have Colombian oil as well. Certainly the amount of aluminum over here is going to be good to have for us. What else we got? A butt ton of rubber, some steel, oil and steel. What do we got here? Steel and oil and tungsten and steel. Yeah. Yeah, so we're definitely going to want to hold that. Is there anything really in the Caribbean worth taking other than that? Not really. What did I miss out on in Mexico? You see, I missed out on 48 oil and 10 tungsten. That's fine. No need to worry about that. Alright, well, yeah, so that's going to be it. Our next area of expansion. And yeah, I guess we might as well start with Guatemala and work our way down, right? We're not going to be taking that for ourselves. I'm hoping when we declare war with a nation that's on Mexico's borders, Mexico will just swarm in. What we'll do is have a quote-unquote show of force, probably use our bombers and such, but I mean, if we can avoid throwing our infantry in here and just letting the Mexicans march in, then hey, we can just let the Mexicans march in. Otherwise, we can swap it over to Mexico. I'm just hoping that I can declare a war to expand someone else's territory. If I can't, then this is going to be... this plan is going to be over pretty darn quickly. I'll have to rethink, figure out something new to do with building up ALF, but yeah, I think that's going to be the plan for the future. We'll be taking Central America and South, divvy that up, and by then we'll be ready to take on whoever's left over from World War II. But it's going to have to be in a new episode. So, thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.